Good morning, children.
Good morning, ma'am.
We have completed the different types of simple permanent tissues in our previous class. Which are the three types of simple tissues, Alicia? Which are the three types of simple tissues? Simple permanent tissues. Alicia, you know the answer? Alicia?
Can I say
Yes, Fizan.
parenchyma,
Parenchyma.
chlorenchyma,
Collenchyma, not chlorine. Collenchyma, and the third one?
sclerenchyma.
Sclerenchyma. So we learned about parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. Now we learned about the differences between these three types of simple permanent tissues. Who will tell me the first point? Not Fizan, not the same person. Somebody else tell me one difference between these three. Who can tell me? Nobody?
Parenchyma is made up of
Yes,
living
Eva.
cell.
Eva, tell me.
Parenchyma is made up of living cell.
Okay.
Collenchyma is made up of living cell.
Yes.
Mesenchyma is made up of dead cells.
Yes, good. And who is going to tell the second point?
Parenchyma cell wall is thin.
One at a time.
Collenchyma
Who is saying
collenchyma
that?
cell
Lena.
wall is
Okay.
thickened at the corners.
Very good.
Sclerenchyma cell wall is highly thickened with lignin.
Very good. Okay. Third point.
Ma'am,
Yes. Who is going to say third point? Rachel Boban?
in the cellular
Ma'am.
parenchyma, collenchyma, very little.
1 minute, 1 minute. I don't know. Alicia is saying. Very good. Alicia, start. After that, next point Rachel can say. Yes, Alicia?
Parenchyma large in the cellular spaces.
Okay.
Collenchyma very little in the cellular
Very good.
spaces.
Then.
Sclerenchyma in the cellular spaces are absent.
Very good. Okay. Who is going
Ma'am,
to say?
I didn't write the fourth point.
You should write. Or can you tell me, Rachel, the same point once again?
Parenchyma in the cellular space is large.
Spaces are correct? Are
Large in the cellular space.
large. Then
Collenchyma thicken
at the
at
thick
the
at the
corner.
yes. And sclerenchyma
Absent.
in the cellular spaces are absent. So fourth point also you should note down, Rachel, today itself. And Rhea, tell me the function of parenchyma. The fourth point I'll split it and ask. Parenchyma, one can tell me the function of parenchyma, another one can tell me about collenchyma and sclerenchyma. Tell me, Rhea.
Parenchyma makes the largest portion of the plant
Only
body.
function that in the differences we learned, no? The
The
different functions.
tissue provides support to the plant
Yes,
and
and
stores
also
food and water.
Yes, good. So collenchyma, Navaneet, what is the function of collenchyma?
Provide flexible and mechanical flexibility and provide support to the plants.
Very good. Provides flexibility and gives mechanical support. And sclerenchyma, Nabil, can you tell me about sclerenchyma's function? Nabil, yes. You know the answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me. Speak. Sclerenchyma
made up of living cells. Made up of dead cells.
Tell me only about its function, child.
Functions. No, that.
How it helps the plant? How it helps the plant? It will give
strengthening the plant.
Very good. It will provide strength to the plants. Good. Very good. So all have performed excellently. So this I expect in the next classes also. So we'll be continuing with our next topic from the same chapter. That is about epidermis. Did we start epidermis? No. So epidermis, stylus. Okay. So next what we are going to learn is about epidermis. So let us learn about epidermis. What is epidermis? It's the outermost layer of cells. The outermost, the layer of cells found on the outermost part is known as epidermis. And in epidermis, there will be only one layer or only single layer of cells. Epidermis consists of how many layers? Just one layer. And where do you find them? On the outermost layer. This is the outermost layer of cells which is made up of a single layer of cells. See the figure, children. I have shown you. Here you can find the picture of epidermis. So these cells, those are known as epidermis. Not this one. These are the other tissues underlying epidermis. But this single layer of cells, as I have shown you, that single layer of cells is known as epidermis. Okay, Roland, it's okay, no problem. So once again, I will repeat. Epidermis consists of a single layer of cells and that forms the outermost layer. So 2 points you need to learn from the first line. Where it is found and how many layers of cells are present. So 2 points are there in the first line. You can find them on the outermost layer. It consists of a single layer of cells. Now moving on to the next point. The epidermal cells, they form a continuous layer without any intercellular space. See the figure there, no gaps in between. In between epidermal cells, you cannot find any gaps. They are very closely packed. Okay, because the main purpose is to provide protection. So if there are gaps in between, it will not serve the purpose. So the third point, what you learned about epidermis is that it forms a continuous layer. There are no intercellular spaces or no gaps in between. Then, what about the shape of the cells? They are flat. They are flat cells. As you can see in the picture, they are flat cells, not elongated. And they consist of flat cells. Now, point number 5. And in the figure, I don't know whether it is that clear, but actually, if you take the walls of epidermis, the outer and side walls. See, outer means this is the outer walls and the side walls. These are more thicker than the inner walls. This is the inner wall. Okay, that forms the inner wall. And this is the side wall. And this forms the outer wall. So what is mentioned here? The outer walls and the side walls are thicker when compared to the inner wall. These 2 walls will be thicker than the inner wall. So that was the next point about epidermis. Now, next point. The epidermis can be thicker in some plants. In some cases, the epidermis can be thicker. And in some cases, it can be thin also. So usually the plants found in dry habitats, like in the case of a desert, the epidermis can be very thick. The epidermis can be very thick in the case of plants found in dry or desert habitats. Why it is very thick in these plants? Because it will help them to prevent or reduce the loss of water. Dry habitat as such, there is very less water. So to prevent further loss of water from its body, the epidermis will be very thick. What you see, the second figure is about the epidermal cells, the guard cells, stomata, which are scattered in the epidermal cells. So you will learn about that in the next slide. Okay, when we learn about epidermis, you're going to learn about stomata also. So scattered in the epidermis, some cells are found. You call it as stomata. You will learn about it in the later slides. So once again, so we learned so many points about epidermis. So one by one, we will see all those points once again. Point number 1, they form the outermost layer. Okay, next one, it's a single layer. It forms a single layer. Point number 3, they form a continuous layer with no intercellular space. Then They are flat cells. It consists of flat cells. Next point, their outer and side walls are thicker than the inner walls. Point number 6. In desert habitat, you can find thicker epidermis. So that thick epidermis will help these plants to prevent water loss from its body. So 6 points you have learned now. You're going to learn more about it. So hope you have understood these 6 points. So after revising these 6 points quickly once again, you will have to tell me these points. Okay, I'll start. It consists of, or it forms the outermost layer, and only a single layer of cells make up the epidermis. And they don't have any intercellular spaces, and they form a continuous layer. The cells of epidermis are flat, and they have thicker outside and side walls, but comparatively the inner walls are thinner, or you can say outer and side walls are thicker than the inner wall. Then in desert plants, the epidermis will be very thick to prevent the loss of water from its body. So these are the 6 points we learned about epidermis. So 6 points we mentioned. Any point if you want me to repeat, I will say. If not, we'll continue with the recapitulation. Any point?
Can you please repeat the last point?
Last point was about the epidermis found in desert plants like cactus. For them, even though the leaves are modified into spines, the stem will perform the function of photosynthesis, green in color. So the outermost layer in all the desert plants, it will be very thick. The epidermis will be very thick. When compared to the plants in other habitat, they have thicker epidermis. Desert plants have thicker epidermis. Why do they have thicker epidermis? When the epidermis is very thick, that will prevent the loss of water from its body. As such, in desert or in dry habitat, water will be less. So when the epidermis is thicker, it will help them to reduce the loss of water. Okay. So who will tell me all these points one by one? Roshan Jain, tell me one point.
Ma'am, epidermis is found in the outermost of the cell.
Okay, good. Then next point.
And
Yes, Visan.
It is made of single
Layer
cell.
of cells. Oh, very good, Visan. Even without naming anyone, you told it. Good. Roshan.
Yes, ma'am.
Another point. All those who are ready, you can unmute and be ready for answering. Yes, Roshan.
Most of the epidermal cells are thinner, relatively flat.
Flat. Most of the epidermal cells are flat. Then, who else?
Ma'am, their outer and side walls are thicker than the inner walls.
Very good, Rachel. You are improving so much. Good. Okay, then who else? Who else is going to say? Shankar, can you tell one point?
I don't know nothing.
Any one point?
I don't know.
How can you say I don't know? You should learn. I told you 6 points. Now I'll give you some time. By the time others complete all the points, learn at least 1 point and tell me. Okay? Others, those points which others have already told also, no problem. Listen to them and I want the answer. Towards the end, I'm going to ask you. Who is going to tell the next point? Anuj? Anuj? Anuj MS?
Ma'am, can I say?
Ma'am.
Who is going to say? Fizan, wait. Let Anuj say 1 point. Yes, Anuj?
What question?
Where were you? The different points we discussed about epidermis. So already Rachel, Fizan, and who else said? Isha. No, not Isha.
It is usually present in the outermost layer.
It forms the outermost layer. That point Fizan already told. You should be attentive. Then another point,
Function
Isha. Yes. Yes, Anuj.
Function of epidermis is to protect plant cell.
Okay. Then another point, Isha.
In desert plants, the epidermis is thick.
Thick. Why?
Because it will help in the, it will reduce water loss.
Yes, good. Any other point? Rachel, George, which point we missed out? We told all the points?
Yes.
All the points are covered? Yes,
It
Visan?
provides a continuous layer without intercellular
Very
space.
good, very good. So they form a continuous layer without any intercellular spaces. So we have covered 6 points. Again, we are going to learn more about epidermis. Hope these 6 points are clear. Shankar, any
Yes.
point can you tell?
They're saying fastly that I cannot understand.
Once again.
They're saying fastly that I cannot understand that.
So I will tell you one point. Will you repeat it?
Okay.
They form a continuous layer. No, wait. Let me complete.
Okay.
They form a continuous layer without intercellular spaces. Once again, I will say epidermis form a continuous layer without any intercellular spaces. Repeat, Shankar.
Epidermis form a continuous layer
Without
any spaces.
Without any intercellular spaces. Shankar, you note down the point so that when I am asking, you can refer it. Okay, if you can't retain the memory, just write it down so that you can say it very easily. Okay, let me continue. So Shankar can expect a question when I come back again.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Book is in my study table.
You take it and come. Take it and come, or ask your mom to give it to you.
My mother and father have been decided something.
Okay, you go and take it.
Okay.
Okay, children. So the next point we are going to learn is the entire surface, about its function. The entire surface of a plant, the whole plant body is covered by epidermis, and this epidermis will provide protection too. So it will provide or it will give protection. Once again, the entire plant body is covered by epidermis and it will be protected by the same. So function of epidermis is to cover the entire plant surface and to provide protection. Now, epidermal cells, very important. We are mentioning about the functions of epidermis. The main characteristics we covered. Now we are going to learn about the functions. The first function is protection. It covers the entire surface of the plant body and provides protection. Second point, epidermal cells on the aerial parts. Aerial parts means the part above the soil, above the ground. Like roots are beneath the soil, but stem, leaves, all these are above the soil. So on the aerial parts, the epidermal cells in the aerial parts of the plants produce a waxy, water-resistant layer. So covering the plant body. See here you can see the leaf. In that leaf, water droplets are present on this leaf surface. Why the water is not getting absorbed into the leaf? Because it's having a waxy layer. You know that if you cover any surface with a waxy coating, it will be water resistant. Okay, and these leaves are also capable of maintaining the water drops as such instead of absorbing into the leaf because of this waxy coating. And epidermal cells which are found in the aerial parts of the leaves contain a waxy water resistant layer, and this waxy water resistant layer you call it as cuticle. What do you call it is cuticle. Once again I will repeat. In the aerial parts of the plant, aerial parts of the plant means the parts of the plants above the soil level, that is known as aerial parts. So in the aerial parts of the plant, the epidermis will produce a waxy water resistant substance which forms a layer, and that layer is known as cuticle. So covering the epidermis, there is a waxy water resistant layer. Yes.
What I am trying.
Whatever points which I am mentioning over here, Whichever you feel important, you can write
This
it
one,
down.
then
And
that,
Shankar, listen carefully now. Okay. Now next is this waxy water resistant layer.
now it's not clear.
Yes, Shankar. What's your doubt, Shankar?
Not clear what you said. I'm not understand.
See, am I teaching something? Yes, Shankar?
Yes.
Yes. So those points, you write it down. You don't have to write it in the correct sentence. The main points, as points, you can note it down. Whichever is easy way to learn for you, accordingly you can write. So that you can remember when I ask you the questions. Okay. If you are on a mobile, if you're listening on a mobile, you can even take the screenshot.
I'm in the computer now.
Okay. Okay, now listen carefully. Now they provide, so when this waxy water resistant layer is there, it will provide protection against water loss, mechanical injury and invasion or attack by parasite. Parasitic fungi means different type of parasites can attack the surface of the leaves. So when this cuticle or waxy layer is present, it will prevent the attack by parasitic fungi. So here I am showing you a picture. In that picture, you can find a section of leaf. Okay. So this one forms the epidermis. As you can see in the figure, this is the epidermis. And covering the epidermis, you can find a waxy layer that is known as cuticle, as I already mentioned. And what are the advantages of cuticle? So when this cuticle is there, it will prevent the loss of water. Water will not easily go through this waxy layer. It will prevent the water loss and it provides protection from injuries. So it won't get easily damaged because of this waxy layer. And it also will protect it from the attack by parasitic fungi. So these are the three functions of cuticle layer. So I'll repeat the points once again. So we were discussing about the functions. The main features we already covered. Now we were seeing about the different functions. The first function what I mentioned is it covers the entire surface of the plant body and provides what? What, children? It will provide protection. It will provide protection. Second point, epidermis is covered by a waxy water resistant layer. What layer? Waxy water resistant layer. What is the name I mentioned? It is there in the figure and I had written on the board also earlier. Cuticle. It's there. Check the figure. The second figure, it is marked wax cuticle. So cuticle is the waxy water resistant layer covering the epidermis. And what are the advantages of having this waxy layer? It will protect it from water loss, mechanical injuries and attack by parasitic fungi. Once again, the two functions I'll repeat. The first function is that the entire surface of the plant will be covered and protected by epidermis. Then I told covering the epidermis, there is a waxy water resistant layer known as cuticle. And this cuticle will protect the plant from loss of water, attack by parasitic fungi and also from mechanical injuries. So two functions. I'm taking a break in between so that I can ask you questions. So if I finish 2-3 slides and then ask the questions, you might forget. Okay. So we learned about the functions. Chris Joe, are you there? I'm seeing only the picture of a camera. Newly bought camera, Chris Joe, turn your video on. All those who have turned it off, turn your video on. Okay. Now, let me see who can tell me the functions. Noble? Noble. Yes, Visan, I know you will definitely tell the answer. A special clap for you. Okay, let me give others a chance. Very good. Okay, Visan, you are very attentive and you are responding responding to all the questions. But let me give chance to others. Okay. Anyway, big thumbs up for Visan. Yes, Rohan Raj. Rohan Raj.
Epidermis is the outermost.
Oh, Eva is saying, let me hear it from Rohan. I'll come, sorry, from Rohan. After that, I'll come to Eva. Eva, get ready by then. Rohan, tell me one function. Rohan, Raj. We learned about the different functions of epidermis. Which is the first function? Rohan. Rohan, Raj, say something. If you don't know, you can say I don't know also. Rohan? Maria? Rohan, I'll come back to you. I think some problem with the connectivity. Rohan, are you okay now? Can you say the answer? Yes or no? Please respond. Maria, coming back to you. Yes, give me the function of epidermis.
They provide protection against loss of water.
The first one, they will cover the protection is correct. They cover the entire plant body and provides protection. Then Eva, what else we learned? Eva, what happened to your video? Eva George, you are there?
Ma'am, the epidermis are relatively.
Speak loudly.
The entire surface of plant is covered by epidermis.
That point already Maria told. You have another point?
Outermost layer of cell usually made up of single layer of cell.
No. That of course we finished it. Now we are dealing with the functions. So the first point was
Epidemic cell on the aerial part of the.
You tell me about the layer covering epidermis. Which layer is covering the epidermis? There is a
water resistant layer.
What do you call that layer? It's a waxy water resistant layer. You call it as cuticle. Tell me one function of cuticle. Eva? Eva, give me any function of cuticle. What is the advantage of having this layer above the epidermis? Any advantage? Or simply for decoration? Eva, are you listening to me? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Then tell me. Or you think I'll come back to you. Let me ask, who will say now? Lena?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me one advantage.
They provide protection against loss of water, mechanical injury, and innervation.
Okay, wait. First point is correct. They provide protection from water loss. So no water or water cannot easily get lost through this layer. Eva, you got the second point? Eva? 3 points I told of cuticle layer. So Lena told 1 point, protects it from water loss. Eva, please respond. Isha, next point.
It provides protection against mechanical injury.
Against mechanical injury, which is the third point. Navneet, third point.
They provide protection to against water loss and mechanical injury.
One more point. The third point I want. Provides protection from the attack of
parasitic fungi.
Parasitic fungi. Can you tell all the 3 points together, Navneet? 3 points, can you say together? 2 points already you said.
The entire surface of the plant.
Wait, listen to me and then answer. Already you gave me 2 functions of cuticle layer and Raya told the third point. You tell me all the 3 together.
They provide protection against water loss and mechanical injury.
Also from prevents attack by parasitic
fungi.
Fungi. So Eva, are you there? Eva, if you're facing any connectivity issues, let me know. Rachel George, repeat all the 3 points.
Ma'am, it has a outer cover that is waxy water resistant, that is cuticle, and this cuticle protect them from water loss, mechanical injury, and from parasitic fungi.
Okay, excellent. Okay, we'll continue. Okay, Eva. Eva is having some network problem. Okay, we have just 5 more minutes. So let me see what we can cover within that time. Okay, one more point, one more slide we will see. Roots. In the roots also, already we mentioned about the specialities of the epidermis found in the aerial parts. Aerial parts means the part above the soil. But below the soil, the roots are present below the soil. They too have epidermis. So the roots help in absorbing water. You know the main function of roots. They help in absorbing water. And in roots, their epidermal cells have some hairy structures. You call them as root hairs. So root hairs are actually modified epidermal cells in roots. And why the roots should have root hairs? The function of the roots is to absorb water. So when root hairs are present, they will increase the surface area for absorption. So root hairs will increase the surface area for absorption. So listen carefully. In roots also you can find epidermal cells, and the epidermal cells in roots, they can form some hairy structures. You call them as root hairs. What is the advantage of having root hairs? They will increase the surface area for absorbing water. They will increase the total absorptive surface area. What for? To absorb water. The second point is that in desert plants, just now we said about cuticle. Cuticle is made of a substance known as cutin. The waxy water resistant layer, cuticle, is made of a substance known as cutin. And you can find that in desert plants. I've given the picture of several desert plants over there. And these desert plants too have a thick layer of cutin or cuticle. It forms the layer known as cuticle. The substance is cutin, and it helps them to reduce the loss of water. So once again, I will repeat the points what we mentioned in this slide. Already we completed about the adaptations of the epidermis, modifications of epidermis found in the aerial parts or the parts seen above the soil. And the main part below the soil is roots. The function of the roots is to absorb water. And the epidermal cells in roots, they are modified to form hair-like structures. You call them as root hairs. What is the advantage of having root hairs? They will increase the surface area for absorbing water. Point number 2. In desert plants, they have got a very thick cuticle, and that helps them to prevent the loss of water, because desert plants, they are living in an area where there is scarcity of water. Water is very less in desert. So if they lose water because of the heat of the sun by transpiration, the plants will get dried up. So they are having a very thick cuticle to prevent the loss of water. The first point what we learned is the roots have modifications, or the epidermal cells in roots form some hairy structures. You call them as root hairs. And these root hairs will help in increasing the surface area for absorbing water. Okay, got it? Got it, children? Who will tell me these points?
Can you show this last slide?
You want to see the slide?
Last.
We have less time. Quickly see that. Okay? Cutin makes up cuticle. Cuticle is made up of a substance known as cutin. The cuticle layer, already we learned in cuticle, in leaves, stem and other parts, same thing. So that will be very thick in desert plants. Okay, Bizan? We are running short of time. Who will tell me these 2 points? Rohan, your connectivity is better now. Raya, Rohan, can you tell me the answer? Yes. Oh, the points which we mentioned now about epidermis. What is special about the epidermis in roots? What are the hairy structures in roots known as? Lena, what do you call the hairy structures in roots? Louder.
Cutin.
No, the hairy structures of roots.
Known as
Root hairs. What do you call them?
root hairs.
No, Rohan. What are they? Root hairs. What is the function of root hair, Raya? What is the function of root hairs? It will increase
the absorption of surface area.
Surface area for absorption. And what about desert? Desert plants, what adaptation we said? Rachel George, about desert plants, what did we say just now? They have a?
It have a thick layer of cutin that prevents water loss.
Thick layer of cutin forms cuticle. Okay, cuticle is made up of a substance known as cutin. Okay, good. Children, see you next class. Revise it and come next day. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.